Okay, here is that bowl that had the fish on it that is now smoothed on the inside. Now, normally I would continue, could use a little smoothing, a little more smoothing, although I'm really careful not to push hard against the outside. It's more of a sliding movement, moving, making sure the clay's even, but I'm not pushing hard on the outside. Now, normally, my next step will be to draw those fish on the inside or a monogram or whatever you're going to be drawing. But let me show you what it would look like to work on the outside. So this, again, is a more advanced technique that you have to have some comfort level with clay to do, because you could break your bowl at this point, and we don't want to. So you take it out of the mold. Now, it's soft. I like to keep the saran wrap, cling wrap, on it, sort of, because it helps me handle it. Also keeps my hands kind of clean. But notice how I can carefully now do a little bit on the outside so I could smooth things out. Now, I can't do much because if I pushed really hard on this side, it would fall over to that side. But I can look at it. Most of my design stayed, but it's kind of a nice moment to clean it up. And this one really doesn't need much. And look at what you did. Handle it very, very carefully. I also have people do this who maybe push too hard and okay, so actually mine looks like I didn't crush it too much. And you can't really see this. It's hard for me to tip it. But I'm cleaning up my design a little bit. But the whole time I do this, I have to handle it super carefully. And then when I'm done, I'm going to set it back in its bowl because it's kind of lost its shape a little bit. So I'm going to set it back in here. If there's any, like here, there started to be a crack. Don't want that. I'm going to fix that. Come on, saran wrap. I guess you have to get your saran wrap in the right place. So I'm going to set it back in its bowl. And it wouldn't be a bad idea at this point. You could go ahead and do the carving on the inside because that makes you have it retain its shape. Be really careful where two shapes meet. You want to really make sure the clay is not splitting there. So yeah, I guess at this point I could go ahead and carve my monogram or whatever identifying mark I'm putting in there. Make sure it's all smooth. Make sure it's doing okay. And then when we let them dry, you're going to bring it over to a cart like this, and then I'll help you. And some of them that look a little flimsy to me, I might let spend a little time in the bowl for a while. Some of them that look a little better, we're going to set on a cart like this and kind of keep the saran wrap around it until it's partially dried. And I'll take care of that part. But I just wanted you to see that you could look at the outside. Now, you're probably not going to want to look at the bottom of it because you have a really good chance of wrecking your clay at that point. So just the sides, and then put it back in carefully into the bowl, and at that point do your monogram. Okay, have fun.